Hello, welcome back. Last time I solved a major puzzle and opened up the rebel hideout, or at least some kind of little compartment in it. So let's see what I have earned myself. Oh, check it out. I recognize this shape, and it's a linking book. Is this going to take me to disc 5? Maybe. Alright, let's watch this for a moment. Is there a number on this book? Ah, that's the thing I saw in the box art. Okay, that weird sphere thing. I had only vaguely remembered what it looked like. I don't have the box to this game anymore. I have its contents, but somehow the box got lost along the way somewhere. From what I remembered, I thought it was showing the village. There isn't a number on this book. Okay, let's go. I have to wait until my cursor comes back. I could probably skip. I can. Alright, let's go! Alright, disc 5, finally! Okay, disc 5 in the drive. That was a different but still recognizable age travel sound. Okay, I'm here. Where is here? Some new place. Okay, so I can go back and there's... Hi. Fancy mask thingy. Alright, so there's another travel crystal. Well, hello. Okay, I've just been darted. I could have gone forward, but I went this way. Alright. I think that was on the right, the person I saw in the prison cell, maybe. On the left was the one who saved me from the cage at the start, maybe. So finally, meeting these people. I could have looked around before I did this. I think it's okay that I didn't. Kinemipo. Is Catherine here? They might not know I'm their ally, treating me with suspicion. They might not be my allies, actually, now that I think about it. Why would these people be my friends? We're kind of on the same side of the conflict, right? I think so, maybe. Alright, I'm somewhere. Got a bowl with nothing in it. I can click it as if something's gonna happen, but it doesn't. Okay, guess I was sleeping on the floor here. Down, hand. You don't down. You claim you do, but you don't. This one doesn't either. Alright. Hello? Is that Catherine? Come closer so I can see. I can tell how close they're going to come because I can see the bounds of the video that's playing. It was that much of the screen. Alright, well, I'm in prison. My door seems solid. I can make some noise with it. Okay, I do still have down in my inventory here Adris's book, but nothing else. Well, this is open. Was it before? I don't think it was. Or maybe I just didn't manage to look out that angle. Okay, bull. Oh, wait. I can tell how much action is going to be happening on the screen. It's a very obvious rectangle. Catherine, is that you? I don't know what she looks like. English, please. Is that my prison book? Tisai. Alright. Tisai. That's the word I got. Yo, 2 books. Ooh, inventory has 3 items in it. What? First time I've ever seen this. All right, so middle item, there's nothing. Oh, wait, hang on. I just had to click it like 6 times. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 times, and it opens. Oh no, Cursive! Ugh. I linked to Riven a week ago. The smell of the place overwhelmed me moments before I could see anything. With my sight only partially cleared, I stood motionless, peering ahead through a dim veil which was slowly afting? A-F-T-I-N-G. Afting. Lifting. L-I. Okay. Lifting. There was a violent clay. There was a violent clay and has appeared, I remember. There was a violent... C-L-A... That's 2 letters. There was a violent clang? There was a violent... I don't know. What is this? There's a bunch of squiggles. This can't be has. That's not an A. What is it then? Okay, let's say this is clang. There was a violent clang and... L-E-R-S? Lurs appeared? Okay, so that's an R. That must also be an R. I think that's an S. So the S ends with R-S. What's all this nonsense? There was a violent clang and something appeared. I remember breathing slowly and very deeply, testing the familiar Riven air. Hat not recognizing a thing. But, that's probably but not recognizing a thing. Okay, right side of that. Oh wait, that says and. Oh, well, yeah, that's not the word. No, this one. Don't know. I must have been hit with the dart right away. I thought it was an insect bite at first. I'm trying to remember it all, but it's difficult. Maybe because of the dung. Because of the drug. D-R-U-G. There we go. Maybe because of the drug. There was a voice. A man I did not recognize? R-E-C-O-G-N-I-Z-E. Yeah, that adds up. Okay. A man I did not recognize stood before me. Rivenese, though he was waning. W-E-Y nothing I-N-G. Weaving. Though he was weaving. One dress? Wearing. There we go. Though he was wearing Diener dress. There we go. Okay. What did it say? There was a voice. A man that really looks like men. Is this really supposed to be an A? This is going to be the entire episode. Just reading this book. There's something tucked into it. A man I did not recognize stood before me. Rivenese, though he was wearing Diener dress. He seemed to be talking to me, but the poison was already taking effect. A shadow crept in and I fell asleep. Let's go back What's this word? Okay, can I figure it out from context? I linked to Riven a week ago. The smell of the place overwhelmed me moments before I could see anything. With my sight only partially cleared, I stood motionless, peering ahead through a dim veil, which was slowly lifting. There was a violent clang, and... Okay, is there a letter that looks like this? It's not V. It's not C. Is it H? H is a pretty decent match. There was a violent clang, and H, R, S appeared. Okay, is this an S? Probably. No, S's have, like, more lines in them. Like S is like an ampersand here. This is not an ampersand. Motionless. Okay, so this is not an S. This is an R, right? Appeared. That's the R. It's like a kind of like pi. H with an extra little squiggle in between. R, not S. If that's not S, what could it possibly be? I don't know. This word is nothing. That's not a word. Okay, it's not a word. Diener. He seemed to be talking to me, but the poison was already taking effect. A shadow crept in, and I fell asleep. Then there were the many voices, but I understood none of them, like hundreds of people whinging? Whispering, like hundreds of people whispering. I couldn't wake up. No matter, the dream did end, and now to be here with Eddie? E-T-I, that's my guess. Somebody's name, probably. No matter, the dream did end, and now to be here with Eddie. I guess. It's been so many years. I didn't realize how much I mised. M-E-I-S-E-D. How much I missed her. This is part of the M? No, that's the I. And the dot is like way over here. M-I-S-S-E-D. But okay, so this is an S. This is a non-ampersand S. So they're not always ampersands. I didn't realize how much I missed her. Like a piece of me that I had forgotten I'd lost. She's beautiful and so full of warmth, but the years have also left her with a wound which was not there when we were children. I do wish she were meme intended. I do wish she were more interested. It seems... I'm going to have to move this. I write quickly from my prison. Nellac, milk, return. Nellac will return your book, which the Moyeri... I would have no idea if I hadn't seen that word before. Moyeri intercepted upon your arrival. You're talking to me. Okay, this note is to me. Nellac will return your book, which the Moyeri intercepted upon your arrival. After questioning her, I've concluded that it was written by Atris for a very specific purpose. Yes, okay, so my prison book is back with me, maybe. Gan will desire to we at. Gan will desire to we at, to we it, to see it. Gan will desire to see it, although he may have suspicions. If you can find my prison, you will still need the combination to release me. Combination? I never got the combination for the microscope. I guess that's for later. Gan keeps it in his office. Okay, I know that one. Then I assume we're to signed Atris. We're to signal Atris. Yes, okay, you know how to signal? Great. I think I know how it might be done, but don't signal him before I am released. Catherine. All right, so this is Catherine writing. It was not Catherine in my cell. It was Nelak, maybe? Okay, so there's Catherine's note. Been so many years, I didn't realize how much I missed her. A piece of me. I do wish she were more interested. It seems like I'm asking all the questions. It's awkward. Modwi asks me where I've been. What could this giant loopy letter be? Have I ever seen it's like... Rivenese, but that's an R, uppercase. See, like, I don't get a lot of uppercase letters to compare to. Wait, I thought I saw... Ah! Why do you double page? It's like the opposite of the problem I usually have. I must know that's just part of the G down here. Okay, so what's the... Where was I? I'm asking all the questions. It's awkward. Okay, yeah, so that's the same thing, asking. So that's a big loop where the G in asking is. It's awkward. No... Ome asks me where I've been. No one asks me where I've been or what I've been doing. Who wrote this? This is Catherine's handwriting. Right? Isn't it? I mean, it's the same handwriting as this, clearly. Yes, definitely. So, if Catherine's writing this is... Now, stop it! One at a time! One at a time! I'm clicking once! Okay? Game, please. Once. No one asks me where I've been or what I've been doing. This once. W-A-T-S. This Watts. This hunts. This hurts. This hurts. But I understand it. Their defeats... No, the F is way over here. Their delefs. Their beliefs. Their beliefs are born? Their beliefs are born out of ignorance and oppression. Could this be born? Yeah, I think that's plausible. They are a gentle people, but they've had their nest. They've had their nest. Yeah, I think that says nest. Destroyed, and now they frantically cling to... Let's compare this with the clang. Cling, clang. Cling to... There was a violent clang. Clang, yeah, I'm pretty convinced that says clang. And... Is this a B? Bers, B-E-R-S. Where's another B? With my sight? Okay. I linked to Riven a week ago. The smell of the place overwhelmed me moments before. B. That's a decent match. Okay, let's say the first letter of this is B. Boys? That does not say boys. No, this is an L. And I decided this wasn't an S, but maybe it's just one of these non-ampersand looking S's. Like the line doesn't go all the way through. Like, those don't look like the same letter to me. B blank RS. Okay, so it has to be a vowel. Bars appeared. There was a violent clang and bars appeared. Burrs, boars, boors, beers. I mean, bars is the only thing that fits. I remember breathing slowly and very deeply. Bars appeared like you went into a prison cell. There was a violent clang and stars appeared like your vision was. I don't know. I'm never going to figure that one out. Ignorance and apprehension. There is frantically cling to anything that might save them. This is seriously one no. Okay, anything. Once again, the lines blended together. So this is part of the G. This is an uppercase B. But why have they chosen to cling to me? I'm confused. As a child, I always felt out of place here. Wait, you came here as a child? I never belonged. Is there a period there? Maybe. They misunderstood me, and I couldn't relate to them. But now I'm overwhelmed by an... Okay, so that's an A. Bars. Bars adds up. I'm going to say that mystery word is bars. I don't understand the sentence, though. I'm overwhelmed by an intense feeling that I owe everything to them at this place. I thought I would never see them again, and yet I'm here. I've been given this second chance, but a second chance at what? Saving them? Fulfilling their prophecies? Being their savior? And a bunch of non-writing squiggles. Not sure what I'm seeing here. It doesn't really look clue-shaped to me. The moiety. Atris would want me to domicile, chronicle. Atris would want me to chronicle all that I've learned. I am at least second some of it. I can at least record some of it. This is really hard, if you can tell. It seems that when Atris and I trapped. It seems that when Atris and I... Could this say traveled? No, trapped. It seems that when Atris and I... Okay, none of those are in question. Trapped Gan on Riven many years ago. Okay, that is what it says. Our efforts were witnessed by most of the inhabitants here. Two of the Rivenese even witnessed the confrontation with Gan at the fissure, where I linked back to Mist, and where Atris threw himself into the abyss. Of course, they undoubted let us of what they were seeing. Oh dear. Of course, they UNDER understood little. Of course, they understood little of what they were seeing, but they somehow were able to guess that we had won, that Gan was no god at all, but only a feeble impostor, a false god, and that we had trapped him here on Riven. I'm confused about a lot of things, and not just this writing. This is literally going to be the entire episode, isn't it? I think it is. I always hoped they would deduce this simple truth, but their further conclusions have astonished me. Atris had stripped Gan of his power, therefore Atris must be a true god. As a god, he was chasing me? Cheating me? Cheesing me? CHEASING. He was cheesing me. the spiritual misfit from a Rivenese womb to be his wife. Choosing, there we go, that's an O. As a god, he was choosing me, the spiritual misfit from a Rivenese womb, to be his wife. Oh, I assumed Catherine and Atris came from, like, you know, the same world. Maybe not. I was transcending into deity and would lord over Riven forever. Thus the moiety, as they call themselves, were born, a dissident society, sworn enemies of Gan. I did not know of their beliefs regarding Atris and myself until 2 days ago. Etty was, for some reason, hesitant to tell me. I can't figure out why. I know she doesn't believe these things. Of course, everyone else learned. Of course, everyone else that does not say learned. That's an S. That's probably an L. No, hang on. It's the G thing again. Previous line, G protruding into here. Of course, everyone else assumed that I would be aware of my own god status, so they made no effort to inform me. I only realized it at a recent gathering to which I was invited. I sat at the front of a dimly lit and crowded cave as they told a mythical story of my own life, acting out the battle between Atris, myself, and Gan at the edge of the fissure. The events had been exaggerated into grandiose proportions. It was offensive, but I was unable to stop it. I was unable to break the illusion, which is the very foundation of their hope and purpose, and which had given them convage. Conrage. Conrage. Courage. Again, given them courage to band together and rebel against Gan. Since then, I've learned of other doctrines and beliefs that have evolved. The most disturbing of which is the conviction that one day I would return to Riven to face them. Some believe that I will overthrow Gan. Others believe that I will bring them to paradise. Okay, I recognize that this is not writing. I'm not sure what it is, though. I don't know how to deal with this. I fight it myself. I fight it myself? I fight it myself. I love these people, my only real kindred, but they will not love me as an equal, which hurts me. I would rather be their slave than their master. I think this is a stylized Gan face. Don't know who that's supposed to be. Rebel knife, doodles, other doodles, spikes of some sort, not sure. How long is this? Over the years, as Gan's power has become greater and greater, the moiety's numbers have grown, and they have become more and more adept at hiding themselves. They now live in a complex network of caves that he still has not discovered. The moiety, for the most part, have completely severed their relationship with any of the Rivenese that chose against joining them. But I hope they've not sacrificed vital limbs in order to remove the cancer. Even, father, and event. Ear, are. Even, father, and... I think this is a name. E? Not sure. ENT. Event. Even father and events are still on the surface in Gan's domains, and I long to see them, but I don't know what that says. Looks like event to me. A dimness shrouds Etty's face every time I've mentioned them. Since this break, B-R-E, break? Since this break took place, break? I don't think that says break, but I don't know what it says. Since this break took place, they have interfered with the surface in superficial ways. What? Gan's powers become greater and greater, and the mighty's numbers have grown, as they become more and more adept at hiding themselves. The mighty, the most part, completely Rivenese, it's joining them. They've not sacrificed vital limbs in order to remove the cancer. Even father and event are still on the surface in Gan's domains, and I long to see them. But a dimness shrouds Eddie's face every time I've mentioned them. Since this breach took place, break. Is that a B? Probably. Is that an R? Maybe. Is that an E? Probably not. I don't know. Got another mystery word here. This is completely illegible to me. Since this something took place, bench? No. They have interfered with the surface in superficial ways, occasionally destroying one of Gan's sabotaging. Occasionally sabotaging one of Gan's constructions or stealing food from the villagers. They wear strange masks and costumes during their short forays to the island's surface and take this reglan. Take this reglia R-E-G. That's probably not an L. Regular regal. R-E-G. Something something. I see the dot. A? I don't know. Very seriously. Refusing to be seen by anyone outside the moiety unless they are properly attuned? Attired? Attired makes sense. They get much pleasure out of the fact that those on the surface are... So this bothers me. They take this regimen? I don't think so. What could this word be? I really don't know. They get much pleasure out of the fact that those on the surface are frightened by these costumes, calling them evil spirits or ghosts. It was during one of these expeditions that they fortuitously rescued me from one of Gan's guards when I first appeared on the island. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have been delivered to Gan immediately. I've no doubt that he's now seasoning, seeking, searching. He's now searching for me. Of course, I am now aware that I was fooled. Atris is not here. I was at first devastated by this realization. Now I am thankful. He would be in extreme peril here. Also, there is a giant inner voice. There's a quiet inner voice, an echoing remnant that wants him far away. What? Okay, division marker. I have just witnessed an age dying, gasping its last breath. Today I ventured to the surface to see what has become of this island. I hoped it would not be as bad as the moiety had reported. It was worse. They have become slowly accustomed to its steady decay, but I was devastated. The lips from which the kiss is wrought has fallen the lips from which the kiss is wrought has fallen words. Fell cold breath. What? The lips from which the kiss is wrought has fallen words will fall cold breath. I think that's what the words are, but now I just don't understand what they mean. The wont from which the koi released, but suffered Bert will suffer death. The womb from which the cry released has suffered hurt will suffer death. Okay. To get to the surface, we had to travel through a complex series of dunes and paralysis. To get to the surface, we had to travel through a complex series of doors and passages. This is absurd. Before the east of these dunes, before the last of these doors, they offered me a weapon, which I accepted, and then a mask. I held the mask in my hands for a while, wondering what sort of terror it might invoke in those members of my family who still live on the surface. Oh, you have family members here. That's interesting. But I also knew I must keep my identity hidden from Gan's ever-vigilant eye, so I accepted it as well. Then together we swam a short expanse and envoyed out of the surface of the ocean. Emerged. We swam a short, I think it does say expanse. Then together we swam a short expanse and emerged out of the surface of the ocean under a rocky overhang. The harsh sunlight made my eyes sting, but the fresh, rich air was exhilarating, and these past weeks in the dank caves. The two men with me were silent, communicating only with hand signals. The three of us emerged from one hiding place and made our way to the top of the plateau. Hey, this is something I need to be able to do. Right, okay, so stealth into the village. Yeah, I was talking about this. Swim from the sea, sneak in through the caves, get stealthily into the village, and then I can go those places that are close to me when I'm detected. At the edge of a thick and overgrown overgrown area of the forest, they stopped, peered through the foliage for a moment, and then turned to me as if awaiting my command, but could not respond. What? But could not respond. I'm feet. I found it different to move. As if awaiting my command, but could not respond. I'm Feat. T. I'm feet. I found it difficult to move. What else could this say? Something. I was smelling, hearing, and breathing my youth. This swept over me in a matter of seconds, but in seconds more, all feeling was gone. There was numbness. Okay, yeah, path through the woods, sure. Stop double paging, one at a time. We did not stay long on the surface, but it was long enough to see the worst. Riven, which was once one island, has split apart into 5 distinct pieces. Oh, they used to be one, huh? About a half a mile apart. 4 of these have been claimed by Gan as his exclusive domain. Only his minutes and personal militia minions? M-I-N-I... I think minions is plausible. Only his minions and personal militia are ever allowed access to them. From my vantage point at the edge of the forest, I could see 3 of these islands. They are stripped of their former beauty and are riddled with Gan's self-absorbed constructions. The moiety surely visit these closely guarded places. The moiety rarely visit these closely guarded places. There is another island which I could not see. Is that mystery island I couldn't reach? As it had evidently crept away to a terrific distance. The moiety are very unclear as to what exists on this island, except for the fact that they know it is where the great tree used to exist. Yes, the one that's shaped like a tree stump. Yep, I know the one. The forest is located on the island that the surface dwellers and the moiety still refer to as Riven. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, a lot of things are referred to as Riven. What world am I in? I have no idea. That they also still refer to their entire world, but they also still refer to their entire world as Riven. This island is where the village is, which has changed dramatically. It is also the one remaining province of the people, though Gan's influence can be seen everywhere. All right, so island diagram. Yep, bridge between Big Dome, pellet zone with Gan's office on it. Yeah, okay, so trees and village, sure. The other one is, yeah, the pin screen viewer. With crystals and stuff. Of course, I know the reason for the fracturing of the islands. The moiety do not. Gan wrote this place, and it will die as all of Gan's ages eventually die. I feel nothing today. How many more pages? Yeah, I saw a number sequence. Okay, it's going to be multiple episodes reading Cursive. Look forward to that. If you want to try your hand at it, here's the entire book. There's going to be like 3 more episodes of this. Well, I hope it's at least entertaining. What? Okay, is that the end? Okay. All right, let me find my place. Okay, so this is my foreseeable future. This plodding along in a language I can barely understand, apparently. I understand the language, just not the script. Where was I? There are those numbers. Boy, that is a long way back. Those are probably the code to the microscope. I feel nothing today. All right. That's today. I'm saving right here, inside this book. Main save file, how many? This is 19. Question to the audience. Are any of you able to just like naturally read this like with no issue at all? If so, that's extremely impressive. Maybe I'll be better at reading cursive after this whole exercise, but boy, it is like ridiculously hard. Okay, see you next time for more of this.